Thank you for the introduction. So, we are BrainyAnt, and we are helping robots and humans unite. For the past 5 decades, robots have been forgotten in factories and have been condemned to segregation from the common man. Today, they have evolved from massive dinosaurs to smart little things ready to be our friends. You may not know, but these things are out there. They have sensors to understand the world, they are connectable to anything what is connectable, they can move, they can fly, and most importantly, they are programmable, and we can make them do whatever we want. Or can we? This is John. He wants to buy a robot for himself and for his children to play and learn how to code. Without any previous experience, John would not know what device to buy. And if he buys a device, he wouldn't know how to handle it properly. John decides not to buy a device. And this is a huge problem for the retailers who really struggle to put these devices in the hands of consumers. But we will solve this problem. BrainyAnt has a mission. No robot left behind. If the users won't go to the robots, we'll take the robots to the users. Everybody will be able to test drive any kind of robot for free without leaving their homes. How is this possible? We have created the first remote robot playground. A robot playground is a physical place where the robots are waiting for their human friends. Once a user is connected online, a live video stream starts, and the robot will respond to keyboard and coding commands. For coding, we're using Google Blockly, which is custom tailored for children and the uninitiated. This will allow the user to understand how the device works and which one is the best for him. For retailers, it's really easy to integrate. They just need to add a Try It Now button on their product page, and this will take the user on our playground. We are like look inside the book feature from Amazon. The business we're using right now is affiliate marketing. For each robot tested on our platform and sold by the retailer, we get a percentage of the sale. We have already tested this with Quick Mobile, which is one of the biggest retailers of electronics in Romania. We launched just last Friday, and we have over 1,500 live tests on our small playground. The market we're talking about is now estimated at $8 billion in the world, and the growth in the next 3 years is expected to be 3 times. But nobody knows for sure. Our purpose is to be the go-to solution for any retailer that sells this kind of robots. Next, we plan to leverage the Google Blockly code and to create a set of interactive lessons that would really teach the users all about the robots and the coding and what can they do with the robots. And then we plan to deploy multiple platforms to accommodate a large number of customers. But the real value of this is that anyone can start a playground. We will provide the software and the know-how, especially for robot manufacturers to create their own playgrounds to increase sales, and then all the robots will be connected in the same pool, making BrainyAnt the first widespread, truly interactive virtual showroom. But now, let's see the robots in action. This is Quick Mobile. We can press the Test Me Now button, and will take us directly to our robot farm. Finger crossed for the web connection. I should be able to tell you about how fast is the video stream. Okay. So we have several cameras watching on our robots. After we got in, after the user is connected, we'll get a pop-up after we take control that will give us some instructions, and then we can just press the buttons and move the robot around. We can make it spin, maybe make it play around with the other robots. after we have played with it, and maybe climb on other robots like most of the users do, we can open the visual coding editor and start a small algorithm. By just a few drag and drops, you can just design a circle on the ground. In an optimal environment with a good internet connection, you would see that the stream is really low latency. It's under 300 milliseconds, and the commands get to the robot really fast. After a user finishes playing with the robot and experimented and see what kind of features it had, what kind of sensors, what kind of commands can you give it through this coding editor, you can just go and search for another robot on our platform. We try another robot, or you can just go back from the robot page to Quick Mobile or to other retailer and purchase the robot. So our team has now 3 members. We have over 8-year experience in doing robotics, industrial design, and software engineering. We have also 8 years of combined experience in doing educational projects and big events. Where do we think this is going? We believe that creating the first remote playground on another planet is just a step. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we're guys, we love this. First question, can you please implement robot fighting? Like remote robot fighting? Okay.
For free.
For free?
Can I answer this question?
Yeah.
So in the past 3 days, this is what actually happened in the playground.
Ah.
So everybody smashed the robots and used the big one as a monster truck to climb the others, and so on. Yes. Yeah.
So basically you're going to offer a platform where anyone that sells robots can connect? Is it easy to implement it on, I don't know, a larger shop which is from Japan, not Cluj or not Romania? Is it easy to integrate with retailers like that?
So any retailer can integrate with any farm, any playground. But the problem would be if you have a connection from Japan to Romania, the latency will increase and the experience won't be that exciting for the user. So what we are intending to do is promote the playground concept and convince other people to create their own playgrounds and connect with their own countries and so on and so on. But right now, if there's someone in Japan wanting to connect with this, just put right now button and it will be connected. We have tested on a cross-continental connection, and the latency increased to half a second, which is, if you're writing code, is acceptable.
And will you share revenues with the playgrounds, or how will this work?
Yeah, exactly. So, on the long term, it will probably be a subscription-based service. So, a playground will pay probably a fee per month for a robot connected to us. And then you got all the streaming and all the platform and all the coding editors. But then any kind of device, any kind of gadget should be connectable in the end with this kind of product. You just need to do the work to connect.
Of the 1,500 sessions you had already, what was the conversion? So how many ended up to buy a robot?
So since we put in the button only Friday,
okay.
We know that Friday there was no purchase because we talked just before closing hour, and today we're just waiting for the results to see. I will get back to you maybe with what they're answering.
Is that it?